In a serene monastery, nestled among ancient misty peaks, lived a young monk named Elian, whose mind was a storm of unfinished business. Though he lived in a place of peace, his heart was heavy with the weight of the past. He constantly replayed old arguments, held onto grudges against those who had wronged him, and carried the bitter burden of his own mistakes. He was a prisoner, not of stone walls, but of his own memories, often wondering if he would ever truly feel free. One day, Elian was sent on a journey with his master, a wise and gentle elder named Tanzan, to a neighboring village. As they walked, heavy rains turned the dirt road into deep, slippery mud. Elian walked carefully, trying to keep his robes clean, his mind still preoccupied with his internal struggles. They eventually came to a crossing where a beautiful young woman, dressed in fine silk, stood helpless. The mud was too deep for her to cross without ruining her dress. Now, the monks had taken a strict vow of silence and celibacy, which strictly forbade them from touching women. Elian, adhering to the rules, stepped aside and ignored her. But Tanzan, without a moment's hesitation, walked up to the woman. He lifted her onto his back, carried her across the muddy river, and set her down gently on the dry side. She bowed in thanks, and Tanzan simply nodded and continued walking. Elian was shocked. He couldn't believe his eyes. He touched her. He broke the vow, Elian thought, seething with judgment and anger. They walked for miles in silence. The rain stopped, and the sun began to set, painting the sky in beautiful colors. But Elian saw none of it. His mind was racing. He was angry at the master, angry at the woman, and confused by the rules. The incident played in his head over and over again, getting heavier with every step. He was physically walking forward, but mentally he was stuck at that mud puddle. Finally, as they reached their lodging for the night, Elian could no longer contain the pressure. He turned to the master, his voice trembling with frustration. "Master, I must ask you something. We are monks. We are forbidden to touch women. It is against our sacred rules. How could you carry that woman on your shoulders?" The old master stopped and looked at Elian with deep compassion. He saw the sweat on his student's brow and the exhaustion in his eyes, not from the walk, but from the anger. Tanzan smiled gently and said, "Brother Elian, I put that woman down hours ago by the side of the road. Why are you still carrying her?" Elian stood frozen. The words pierced through his confusion like a beam of light. He realized that while the master had carried the burden for a minute out of kindness, he had been carrying the heavy weight of judgment and the past for the entire day. Elian looked at the master, then at the vast night sky. He took a deep breath and finally let go of his anger. For the first time in years, the heaviness in his chest vanished. "My friend, you are like Elian. The past is that muddy road. The people who hurt you, the mistakes you made, they are like the woman at the crossing. The event is over. The person is gone. But in your mind, you are still carrying them. You cannot change what happened, but you can choose to put the load down. Forgive, not for them, but for you. Put the woman down. Put the rock down. Walk free. This is the mindful path. See you in the next video.